I know it's going to sound biased and weird, especially since we were one of the big beta testers for Stack, but every single component of Stack has actually been a game changer for us. The biggest one, I would say, is definitely event coverage. That module has allowed me as an advisor to create any number of custom events that are actually tied to the calendar of what is actually happening at our school, and to get reporters to go out to them, to get photographers to go out to them, our photojournalism students to go out to them, and even to arrange within the journalism program for doing special event coverage like TikToks and X coverage and Instagram posts. So the ability with just the event coverage module to have events that I've created and it be the repository for everything was an absolute game changer for us. But at the same time, the other parts have been amazing also. It is absolutely amazing that I can have a little deuter gun and like scan people's cameras out to them in a heartbeat. And so like if I meet with one of my photojournalism classes and I have students checking out cameras for like the entire week, I might have 10, 15 students coming up checking out cameras all at the same time. And now with just using their student ID on their phone, they can scan the barcode for that, they can scan the barcode for the specific camera, they can scan the barcode for the lens, and they're like done in just moments. We had an actual physical sign-out sheet, like I would imagine a lot of schools do. But then also as a teacher, being able to like log in later and see who has something checked out. And I know exactly what lenses they have checked out and what day they checked it out, and it should already be back to me. That means that the next time I have class with them, I can call on that student and be like, hey, where's my $700 worth of photography equipment? And then I know another module that most people won't have access to unless they sign up for the beta is the Top Shots module. The reason that that's a big deal for our school specifically is we see our photojournalism program as a service to our community. And this last year as beta testers, we took close to 15,000 top shots. And I think we took 30 overall. Was it 30 overall? And like 30,000 photos overall. And then 15,000, I want to say, in our top shots. Does that sound about right? That ability for us to tell parents through our Instagram or through our TikTok, or to tell students, hey, we went to senior night and we took photos of that, and that's something that you can now have for free, a high resolution download. You don't have to try to steal it off our Instagram. We're giving back to the community in that way. First of all, as a CTE teacher, it makes me feel like I'm actually allowing my photographers to do the real work that photographers do, which is go out and do photo essays, process those with Lightroom, and then get them out in front of the public. And that was a big struggle. Like, many of our students would take photos, maybe even thousands of photos during the school year, and nobody would ever see their work. And so I know that that's not a module that'll necessarily be available for everybody at the launch of Stack, but that was a module that really meant a lot to us. So I guess if I had to rank them in like what was most life-changing is event coverage, period. Like the reality that I actually changed it so that most of my assignments for even my intro students, as they're being trained to come into staff, most of those I actually created with our Stack page, so that they were actually just putting stuff directly in there. And who knows, like freshmen interviewing each other might be something that's actually helpful at some point. That might be an interview that we pull and use for the yearbook or use for the magazine. In fact, that happened multiple times this year with our magazine. We went back in and found some kind of Humans of New York interviews and pulled those for coverage for our magazine.